Welcome to King Tut's tomb, here in Luxor, Egypt, in the Valley of the Kings. Let's go inside, shall we? As you may know, archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb in 1922 after 5 years of searching. The tomb proved to be difficult to find because rubble from another tomb had fallen down and covered its entrance. As a result, the tomb remained almost completely intact until its discovery. And now it's time to enter. Let's go down the stairs and into the antechamber. Oh, how the anticipation builds. How must Carter have felt taking these 16 steps for the first time? In fact, he wrote in his journal that our sensations and astonishment are difficult to describe as the better light revealed to us the marvelous collection of treasures. There are no longer treasures here, but wait, what do we have here? King Tut assumed the throne in 1332 BC at the age of 9, shortly after the death of his father Akhenaten. Akhenaten was extremely controversial because he ended polytheism in Egypt and moved the religious capital from Thebes to Amarna, all while having his subjects revere him as a god. King Tut did not abide by his father's wishes, however, bringing back polytheism and even symbolically changing his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun. Furthermore, he returned the religious capital to Thebes. As far as how he died, that is yet another mystery surrounding this tomb. Despite being quite tall, he was rather weak physically and even had a clubbed left foot. He is, in fact, the only pharaoh pictured sitting down during physical activities like archery. Others assert that he was killed in battle. It all remains a mystery. And now we come to the burial chamber. Isn't it amazing just having this entire place completely to ourselves? The walls all tell the story of Tut's journey from this world to the next. But let's just gaze upon it for now. And here's the sarcophagus where he lay buried for over 3,000 years. The story is told from right to left. And here is the east wall, the beginning of the story. Here we see King Tut's funeral procession with 12 people dragging the sledge along. They are all wearing white, which was standard at religious ceremonies. And now on to the north wall and its 3 separate scenes. Here we see the new pharaoh Ai on the right, clad in leopard skin, performing the opening of the mouth ceremony, so that King Tut, depicted as Osiris on the left, can eat and drink easily in the afterlife. Moving on to the middle, we see King Tut being welcomed to the afterlife by the sky goddess Nut. As for the third scene, we see Tutankhamun in the middle, reunited with his Ka on the right. On the left, we see the god Osiris, god of fertility, death, and the afterlife, reaching out his arms and embracing the dead king. And now we come to the west wall. This wall depicts a scene from the ancient funerary text, the Amduat. Here King Tut is the sun god Amun, traveling safely through the 12 divisions of the underworld. The baboons on the bottom represent not only the 12 divisions of the underworld, but also the 12 hours of the night. As for the south wall, we'll need to get a little bit closer. And here's our first glimpse of the south wall. But first, let's take a moment to enjoy being so close to such beautiful ancient art. Hello, baboon. And now for the story of the South Wall. Here we see King Tut in the middle with two gods on either side. On the right, we see the goddess Hathor, goddess of love and beauty, handing King Tut an ankh. On the left, we see the god Anubis, the jackal-headed god of death and the afterlife, holding an ankh in the right hand and extending his left hand to Tut as a sign of Tut's complete initiation into the afterlife. And this is where a painting of the goddess Isis once was. Hopefully, we now all know a good bit more about these amazing ancient paintings. Now, let's have a quick glimpse at the sarcophagus. Here we see goddesses done in raised relief with outstretched arms as a sign of protecting the king in the afterlife. Let's take one more look around. You might have noticed the brown spots all over the paintings on the walls. Experts believe that these mystery brown spots formed because the paintings were not sealed properly, allowing the fungus to thrive in the dark. It is very likely a sign that the tomb was made very hastily as a result of the king's untimely demise. So that is it for the burial chamber. But what of that little door right there? That is the treasury. Howard Carter called this room the treasury because it was the one that contained the most valuable of things. This treasure included 14 boats believed to carry the dead king to the afterlife, 34 golden statues of King Tut, and of course the canopic jars containing his organs. So this does bring us to the end of our tour of King Tut's tomb. I hope you enjoyed yourself, And now let's be on our way.